the session. Let me start recording the session. Oh, okay. So the median is lower limit plus P minus cumulative frequency of the median class before the median. That's why I put M minus 1. M is standing for median class, minus 1 means before median class. So divided by the frequency of median class and multiplied by the interval. Thank you for that person who called me attention to it last time. So then if you are looking at it from the descending form, that means you are instead of starting from the smallest, you are starting from the biggest. Then this formula will equally work. So P now is half of the frequency as stated, which can be n over 2 or summation fx over 2. And Fm is the frequency of median class and all like that. So let's quickly apply it to our calculation last time. So we now identify our median class from ascending. This one is the ascending order because we are starting from 0 to 9 and we are going on until 109. So this is an ascending order. So let's look at it again. Our modal class remains 60 to 69. Agreed? Because this is where we have the 148th number. Because when we divide the frequency by 2, the total frequency by 2, we get 140. And our modal class falls within the 60-90. That means where we will have the 148th and 141st observation. I hope that is still good. So let's put in the values. Here in this formula, in real practical sense of it, L is standing for lower boundary. And when we want to look for lower boundary, it does not necessarily mean we take the lower limit, which is 60. We were looking for a boundary. So then we look between 59 and 60, what will probably be the boundary? Statistically, what people do is to divide the upper limit before that class with the lower limit, to add it to lower limit before of the class and divide by 2. There, our lower limit so the lower limit L will now equal to, that is 59 plus 60, everything divided by 2. I hope you can see is what I'm typing. This will equal to 59.5. 0.5.
Sorry, L plus
L is equal to,
yeah, okay.
L is equal to, similarly, U will be equal to the upper limit plus the lower limit of the next one divided by 2. That will be 69 plus 70 divided by 2. And this will give us 69.5 for statistical accuracy. So let's have this in mind. I hope this is clear. Is this clear by every one of us?
Yes, doctor.
Okay.
Doctor,
yes.
Can we call this as lower boundary or an upper boundary?
Yes, lower boundary, upper boundary. So the boundary is now, how do you cross into 60 from 59? So statistically, this is the way it is normally worked out. 59 plus is the upper boundary of the class before, and the lower limit of the class, median class, add them together and divided by 2. So this is normally how statistically the boundary is determined. Am I communicating now?
Yes.
Okay. If this is clear, let's have these figures as our lower boundary and upper boundary. Then we put the figure into the equation. For ascending, the first one, which says lower boundary plus this equation, let's fix it in. I just want to use calculator to work it because it's becoming tedious writing. Or maybe I'll begin to put the figures here. Okay, the lower limit now is 59.5. I hope this place will be enough. Plus, I have 140 as P. Then, what is the cumulative frequency of class before median? 134. Yes, 134. And the frequency of median class is 79. Multiplied by I, which is 10. Okay. So what would that be? Has anyone? Okay, I will now type it in the calculator to find the something. Anyone could do that to confirm, please. This is 140 minus 134 times 10 or divided by 79. 79 times 10 plus 59.5. Oh, not 0.6 or 0.5. Plus 59.5. So this is equals equals, I got 60.26. Anyone?
Yes, doctor, we got
Yes,
the same
doctor.
answer.
Okay, good. Now for this is for the ascending order. So let's cross-check with descending order formula. I think we will do that again now. So I move to the next slide because I'm trying to do the descending order. Now, when you want to do the descending order, the first thing is that instead of starting cumulative from the top, we start from the below because it's descending. Does that explanation correct? Do you understand that? When you are looking at descending order, you start from the top, come down, rather than starting from the lowest mark. So this cumulative, we start from the below, and we have 1, 6. I'm just doing this. So this is 146. Yes, is it? So let's do that together. I've gotten 1, 6, 33, 67. Now 67 plus 49. Yes, 146. 146 plus 32. 146 plus 32. I got 178. Anybody cross-checking?
Yes, 178.
And 178 plus 52 gives
230.
230. 230 plus 11, 241. And 241 plus 21 plus 21, 262, 262 plus 10
72.
plus 10, 272 and 280, right?
Yes.
And 280. So now that we are doing the descending order now, let's try and put this into the formula. So now our upper limit is 69.5. Can we recall that from this place? From here. Our
Yes,
upper limit is 69.5. Okay, let's try and fix 69.5. Okay, P is still 140, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the cumulative frequency before median class. So we are descending from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 67, right? Is that clear?
Yes.
7. And we put frequency of the median class, 79 again. 79. And we multiply again by 10, which is the class interval. This will give us, yes, let's put the calculator on again. 140 minus 67, 140 minus 67, divided by 79, multiplied by 10, multiplied by 10, okay, minus 69, okay, 69.5 minus that figure. This is 69.5. Okay. I got the same answer now, 60.26.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
26.
Good, good. Yeah. And the answers are same. Yes. No decimal. Yes, 60.26. So, correct. So this is what I was trying to present last time, that either we go ascending or descending, we should be able to get same thing or very, very close answer that the difference will not be significant. So sorry for the mix up in the formula that day. So this is exactly the way it works. I think it's clear now.
Yes, it's clear, Doctor.
So any other question about this?
No question.
Okay, good. Thank you. So again, when I was trying to find out this, I discovered that in the mode, there could be, this is the formula I gave in the mode. And I just want to clear a kind of confusion that may arise with another formula that may be seen. I don't know if this one is seen, if you can see this very well, but let me see if I can rewrite it somewhere. Okay, this is the formula. I think you can see this very clear. the formula for mode, you know, I gave lower boundary plus D1, D1, D2. And this is another formula you can come across for statistics. These are just being represented by figures, because these two formulas, either D1 plus D2 or F1 minus FO, 2F1, all of the two formulas are the same. And I just try to make a clarification by these expressions I did here. Let's look at it. I decompose the 2F1. And when you decompose to the 2F1, it means you have F1 two times. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, because 2F1 is the same thing as F1 plus F1. I just want us to make that clear. And if you put it in the formula, you can have F1 minus FO, then F1 minus F2. So is that clear too?
Yes.
Good. If it is clear, remember, I told you that D1 is the difference between frequency of the modal class minus frequency of the class before the modal. That is F1 minus FO. It's the same thing as D1. Do we agree? Let me look at it again. Here, I said D1 is the frequency of modal class minus frequency of preceding class. That is, preceding class is a class before the modal. So that is what F1 minus FO represents. F1 minus FO is the same thing as D1, meaning the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency of the class before the modal class. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Now, F1 minus FO is equally the D1, while the D2 here is now F1 minus F2, meaning the frequency of the modal class minus the frequency of the class after the modal. So we can now see that F1 minus FO, once is the same thing as D1, F1 minus F2 is equally the same thing as D2. So by this, we wouldn't be confused about the letters that are used to represent that were used in the equations. Either it's D1 or F1 or F2 or F0, they are still the same thing. Do we agree with that? So I just try to decompose the D1 and D0, D1 and D2 to represent the F1, FO, F2, as it may be seen in other tests or in other medium as the formula for mode. Is that okay? I just want to call the attention to this so that we will not get confused when we see these two formulas. They are not different from each other. Okay, are we all right with that?
Okay, doctor.
Yeah, good. If that is okay, for the class, I will show you a tutorial and give you about 20 minutes or so to answer. Everybody will supply their answer. I will see it in chat. If you want to do it, just let's make it a chat thing. It's not that you write down and submit as if it is a test. It's a tutorial class to know what we have done so far. Okay, let me try and make this one bigger. And let's see if I can go through the, since you are seeing my desktop, because I've uploaded it in the same class, I think, yes, and it's also in the in our spectrum, e-learning tutorial questions. Okay, I think this is clearer. Is it bigger? Can we see all the questions? Okay, up to question 10, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes, doctor.
Yes,
Can
doctor.
you see the questions? Can
Yes.
you read them? Okay, if you can read the question. So for the next, yes, question 1, good. So let's go. And everybody answer question 1 and put it in the chat. I will read 2. After you have answered question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to the last one, then you send it in the chat. 20 minutes. When you get to question 10, we can scroll down to see the remaining questions. So can everybody do that?
Yes.
If anybody has challenges about it, let us know now. Maybe I can put it on the WhatsApp too. But if we are all okay, we can see it. Let's make an attempt. They're just simple questions. True or false, fill in the gap. Then there are, I think there are another 5 set of questions after this question 10. Section C or something. So let's do it and let's see where we are. Your time starts now. If you have any questions along, feel free to ask, please. Yes. Yes. Okay. Are we done with the first 10 questions?
Doctor, I have a question regarding just now, median one.
Okay.
I want to ask, during exam, do we need to calculate for both the lower boundary one, the formula, and the upper boundary formula, or just either one?
No, just either one. But
Okay.
you just need to specify that on a descending order or ascending order. Okay?
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Thank you. So are we done? So, okay, I think we are on section C now. Or who has finished?
Almost.
Okay, almost. Okay. Are we true?
Yes.
Everyone?
No. Everyone, are you done? Everyone, please reply to doctor, please.
Yes.
Okay, if everyone is done with the tutorial questions, let's answer the questions. Question 1. Statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with collection, classification, analysis, and interpretation of numerical facts. True or false?
True.
Okay. Social scientists need to understand theories and concepts. Do they? Is it compulsory that they must understand the theories and concepts behind different statistics? True or false?
No, false. Maybe.
False. True, false. Which one?
True.
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 Why? Why do they need to? Or who are saying false? So that you will know why not. Any justification?
Because social scientists study based on theories and concepts, not based on numerical data. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the reason behind the necessity of knowing about statistics is to be able to make inferences, judgments, decisions. So if you don't know what statistics interpretation is, you have them, but you wouldn't know what to do with it. So that's why, and not only social scientists now, even medical scientists, everywhere people are trying to understand how to make statistics, to make predictions, judgments, inferences, so that the world will be better as researches continue on a better living. Interpretation of statistical analysis does not require knowledge of statistics of all individuals. True or false?
True.
False.
True. True, true.
True.
It's okay. They does not require knowledge of statistics of all individuals. True means there's no need for knowledge. Justified.
All individuals. Because you need like a group that you are focused on to get your data. It doesn't mean you have data on everyone.
So, perhaps you were thinking it from the ICT level that we have a lot of applications that can run statistics and give you suggestions, but you still need to know how to interpret or how to analyze the analysis that has been presented to you. Okay? So there's no way you will not have an idea of the knowledge so that you'll be able to interpret the analysis that's been presented to you. Okay, you can see it's trickish. Statistics involve complex and difficult calculation. True or false? Is it complex?
True.
Yeah, there are complex statistics calculations. That is why we have machines doing it for us. So that all we need to do is that with our knowledge, we will be able to interpret whatever calculations the machines did. There are no adequate software for statistical analysis. True or false?
False.
So how many softwares are available that you know?
Excel.
One,
Excel. SPSS.
Yes.
2,
R
If
step.
you only know 2, will be 2 be adequate for everything?
R step.
Okay.
Got
There's what we call R plus. There's a software we call stats. There are software we call Mathematica. PLS is there. There's MATLAB. All these are different softwares. There's StatWorks. So there are enough. And more are coming out every day to undo serious analysis, both econometric and statistical. So let's go to the section B. Field.
Doctor.
Yes.
So for the first section, only the third and the fifth is false, right? The rest is true, right?
Yeah. Okay. Section B, fill in. Yeah, let's begin to fill. The main branches of statistics are
descriptive and inferential.
correct. Variables are
items of interest.
Characteristic.
yes, characteristics, items of interest in a study, elements, good. Cases. Case or cases stand for
Individual in the sample.
individuals in the sample. Very, very good. The individuals in the sample that is being studied. Observations. Observations stand for
The response or record of variable of each case.
yes, response on each case, variables, recorded data, recorded values for variables are observations. Data are a collection of
responses.
good responses from the sample. Good. So a lot of observations that were collated became data. Okay. Data can be presented in forms of
Table and figure.
table and figure, yes. So yes, tables, figures. Okay. The measure of central tendency is based on representative averages of what?
Data set.
One, again?
Data set.
One, what else?
Mean.
Yes, go on.
Median.
Another one. Median.
Mode.
Mode. So here, the only wrong answer is the data set. So the measure of central tendency is through mean, median, and mode. A data sets are collections of observations. It is on the data set that you work to get the measure of central tendencies. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. So section C. Just 3 questions, okay? Section C. So this is a set of values. So what is the mean?
A.
44.2.
44.2. A. Any other answer? Any other answer?
No, doctor.
Okay, everybody agrees A.
Yes.
So, okay. What's the median?
45.
45. Okay, let me count. At least I can count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, how many data points do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yes.
So and 45 and 45 are in the middle.
Yes. 5.
8 and 9? Okay. Okay. Yes, what is the modal value? Which one occurs more than the other? 1, 2, 3. Modal value. 1, 2, 3. Which one again?
42.
42 appears how many times?
3 times.
How many times does other figures appear? None of them appear 3 times again?
3 times.
Yes.
Okay.
No
42
one.
appears 3 times, and that is why it's the modal value. 45 happen to be in the central, and that is why it is median value. And the mean value is 44.2. Good. We have made an attempt. At least we understand what descriptive statistics stand for now. Yeah, back to class. Now that we all have an idea of descriptive statistics, so any question on descriptive statistics, we will go for measure of dispersion next week, and that is so brief, standard deviation and variance, and the points like percentile and quartile. That will be for next week. So any questions so far? I think every doubt has been cleared. Am I right?
So far,
Yes.
yes, doctor.
Okay, so far it's good. I'm happy to that. So no question. So that's good. Maybe we're going to end this tutorial class fast today. So if there's no more other question on all those things, because we may not come back to them except we are making references when we are doing other things. And I hope we'll be able to cover our syllabus in another 3 weeks. We need to end to cover everything in another 3 weeks. So we will not come back to this, but we'll be making references. At least when you want to find your standard deviation, you first of all get mean. And when you get mean, you begin to do some other analysis before you get variance and standard deviation. So maybe we'll be making recourse to means, to mean values most times than median and mode. But at least we now have an idea of calculating the median as well as the mode. So, okay. Any other question?
No.
Good. So mark your attendance in Spectrum. Have we done that?
Yes.
Please mark,
Yes.
mark attendance. Everybody should mark attendance on Spectrum. So, yeah, I think thank you for the time we have spent in the tutorial today. I hope we have covered all we need to cover up to this moment. So we meet again next week. So you are free to leave the class. I can head the class soon. We have covered what to do today. Thank you. Keep safe. Always keep safe.
Thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you,
Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, doctor.
Doctor, keep safe too.
Stay safe too, doctor.
Yeah, I'll keep safe in my apartment. No going out.